ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यम् तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सूत्रार्थो वर्ण्यते यत्र
सूत्रार्थो वर्ण्यते यत्र
वाक्यैः सूत्रानुकारिभिः
सूत्रानुकारिभिः
स्वपदानि च वर्ण्यन्ते
स्वपदानि च वर्ण्यन्ते
भाष्यं भाष्यविदो विदुः
भाष्यं भाष्यविदो विदुः।
तृतीय मुंडक द्वितीय खंड प्रथम मंत्रः। सवेदैतत्परमं ब्रह्मधाम
सवेदैतत्परमं ब्रह्म
यत्र विश्वं निहितं भाति शुभ्रम्
यत्र
यत्र
विश्वं
विश्वं निहितं
निहितं
भाति
भाति
शुभ्रम्
शुभ्रम्
उपासते पुरुषं ये ह्यकामाः
उपासते
उपासते पुरुषं
पुरुषं
ये
ये
ह्यकामाः
यह्यकामाः
ते शुक्रमे तदतिवर्तन्ति धीराः
ते
ते
शुक्रमेतदतिवर्तन्ति
शुक्रमेतदतिवर्तन्ति
धीराः
धीराः
भूतिकामः आत्मज्ञम् अर्चयेत्. The previous kanda ended with Bhutikamaha, the seekers of material prosperity, may they worship the Atmagyaha, Atmagyam, Archayet, Pujayet, so that they will get Bhuti, Arthakama. They will be blessed with Arthakama, material prosperities. Now, in this mantra, we have seen in the last class, along with the Bhashyam, we have seen here Mokshakamaha, in contrast to Bhutikamaha, the seekers of material, seekers of spiritual growth. Bhutikamaha, the seekers of material prosperity. In other words, Preyorti. Now Shreyorti. Moksharti. Mokshakamaha. Mokshakamaha upasate. May Mokshakamaha worship. Here worship, not physically doing puja, etc. Here Mokshakamaha, moksha is only through jnanam. Therefore, tadvitti pranipatena gurumeva abhigachet. That we have to connect. Tadvitti pranipatena pariprashtena sevaya. Guru upasadanam and asking the Guru for jnanam, asking what he has to ask. So the protocol is approaching the Guru and he has to present his question in a way that the Guru will teach Tattva, will give Atma Upadesha. Like how Shaunaka asked Angiras in the same Upanishad, Kasminna Bhagavo Vijnate, Sarvamidam Vijnatam Bhavati. Shaunaka being an informed person, he has some apatata jnanam. Therefore, he asked this question. Similarly, Nachiketa, that in Kathopanishad it is entirely different. Anyatra dharma, anyatra dharma. So, therefore, asking questions so that the teacher will understand that you are asking for Atma Jnanam. And the teacher will give Upadesha and Tena Jnanena Upadesha Janya Jnanam, Atma Jnanam, Shastra Upadesha, Shastra Vichara. Janya Jnanam, Shavana Janya Jnanam, Tena Shukram Te Shukram Ativartanti. They become free from this samsara, that is, Shukram stands for Janma, seed. They become free from this Janma Marana samsara, the cause of rebirth. The cause of rebirth. Shukram is the seed, the bija. The bija for Janma is karma. So they become free from the bondage of karma, and therefore there is no more Janma for them. It we have seen. Now in the next the mantra, in the next mantra, the Upanishad presents that people who desire bhuti, arthakama, who desires arthakama, what will happen to them? Mokshakamaha shukram ativartanti. They are dhiraha, vivekinaha, shukram ativartanti. Samsara Sagaram Ativartanti, Atigachanti. But what about Bhutikamaha? Bhutikamaha already it is told. That is, those who want materialistic things, they will be blessed with material prosperities. But what about their lot? Will they come back again? Will they be born again? The doubt is that is cleared in this the mantra, the following mantra, second mantra of this last kanda. The Upanishad told that they will be blessed with material prosperity, but did not tell they will be free from this Janma Marana Samsara. Why? Because they have desires. The cause of Janma is desire. Desire is the cause. Desire is there, therefore, karma. Karma is the karma phala, papa punya, sukha dukkha. Again, karma phala. So it is a cycle. So as long as the desire is there, one will be reborn. Whatever the object of desires, whatever it desires, he will be born in that loka. In that loka, in that field of experience, he will be born and experience. In that field, if a person desires the pleasures of Swargaloka, so he will be born in Swargaloka with the upadhis, with the upadhi, with the upadhi, special upadhi, with that he can enjoy the desires. But Swargaloka, there is no this upadhi, this sharira upadhi, because the shariram, the stula shariram, subject to decay, subject to all the vikaras, all the changes, jara, mrityu, vyadi, everything is there. So with that if this with this shariram, person Swargaloka, it is not really Swarga. It is painful. So there the person will have a special upadhi conducive to that loka. Whatever may be the loka, Swargaloka or Gandharva loka or Pitraloka, whatever the loka. There you will have the special body, special upadhi, and special objects of experience. In keeping with the upadhi, the objects also, the kama also will be there. So, therefore, what determines the person coming back again is the desire. Antakale cha mameva smaran mukta kalevaram yas prayati samadbhavam yati nastyatra samshaya. Bhavan says in the Gita. The second line is not relevant, but first line, Antakale cha mameva, the 8th chapter of the Gita. 8th chapter, Akshara Brahma Yoga, it can be chanted in the house where some bereavement has happened. Because that chapter deals with the life after death. Life after death. So the Akshara Brahma Yoga, the 8th chapter, or Kathopanishad. It is chanted in the house where some death has happened. So that will bless the jiva who has passed away. So 8th chapter deals with what will happen to the jiva. Prayana kale, manasachalena. All these are prayana kala. What prayana kala? Prayanam, this is a prayanam, travel from which there is no coming back with this upadhi. Prayana kala. Shine punya matyaloka mishanti. Shine punya matyaloka mishanti. That is in the other chapter, but still. Matyaloka mishanti, again coming back. And there is no coming back. There is no coming back only when jnanam is gained. Abrahma bhavanaloka punaravartin orjuna. Mamupeti tu kavantaya punarjanmana vidyate. Having attained me, there is no janma. Mam upetya, if a person reaches me, reaching me, attaining me in terms of jnanam, Jivatma, Paramatma, Aikya Jnanam. Person understands the truth. There is no Janma for him. Otherwise, Abrahma Bhavana Loka Punaravartinha. They will be coming back up to the Loka of Brahmaji. So, there, Bhagavan says, Antakale cha mameva smaran mukta kalevaram. The person remembers me and gives up the body. He comes to me. Here, remembers me means remember the teaching. Remembering the teaching. Aham Brahmasmi, Jivatma Paramatma, Aikya Jnanam, that Jnanam, when the person, even at the last moment, the time of death, the person could remember and understand the truth, the last time, crucial time, there will not be Punarjanma for him. Otherwise, Abrahma Bhavana Loka Punaravartihi, Vartinaha Bhavanti. They have to come back. There is no choice. Therefore, this Bhutikamaha, what will happen to them? They have desires. Therefore, desires is the cause for the Punarjanma. The cause of rebirth is desire or desires. Desires being there, therefore the person will be born in a place where there are possibilities to fulfill the desires. You will be born with the upadhi conducive to the fulfillment of the desires, born in a place where the fulfillment of desires are possible. And you will have the buddhi, which is endowed with this desires, because the desire was there before last moment. So you will come back with those desires. So in his buddhi, the desire will be there. Therefore, because of the desire, therefore again he will engage in karma, actions, and karma pala in the form of papa punya and experience sukha dukkha, either here or again maranam punarjanma, the cycle. Therefore, there is no freedom. It's a cycle, it comes and goes. Agama payinaha. Anityaha. So he is caught in this anitya samsara. Unless a person has mumukshutvam, unless a person becomes mumukshu from bhutikamaha, when he becomes mokshakamaha, unless he becomes mokshakamaha, there is no stoppage of punarjanma. He will continue to be reborn and suffer. The more the mumukshutvam, the more the vairagya, the more freedom, relatively will be free. Because this vairagya backed up by viveka, not other vairagya, not smashana vairagya or narkata vairagya. Vairagya, which is backed up by viveka and mumukshutva. Manushyatva mumukshutva. Mahapurusha samshrayaha. When it is there, then the desire for moksha is there, then the person will work for mukti, will work for jnanam. And moksha icha is not like the icha, the bhuti icha. It's not like artha icha, kama icha. It is not like any materialistic desire. Moksha is icha cannot be considered to be the ordinary icha. In fact, it doesn't come under the icha. All the other desires, other than moksha icha, they bind a person, whereas moksha icha releases a person from bondage. In fact, in and through all the desires, what the person really wants is moksha, freedom. In fact, the person desires an object not for the sake of the object. The object has certain attributes, certain gunas, certain properties, which the person wants to enjoy, which the person feels, which the person feels giving him some pleasant experience, sukha. Therefore, there is a desire for the object. The object as property, as guna. Therefore, there is desire. Suppose if the object loses the property, the attributes, then it is no more an object of desire. So, therefore, since happiness is a goal, since security is a goal, therefore, in and through all the objects of desire, what the person really desires is freedom. But not knowing that is after anatma, anatma vishaya. Anatma vishaya seems to give ananda, vishayananda. We call vishayananda. But vishayananda doesn't last. Here agamapayinaha, tan anityaha, te anityaha, as Bhagavan said in the Gita. Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkadaha agamapayinaha anityaha tan. You have to put up titikshasva bharata iti. What about moksha? In fact, moksha is not desire. Wanting to be free from the sense of limitation. That is moksha icha. Therefore, it doesn't come under ordinary desire. Therefore, moksha kamaha, when the bhuti kamaha becomes moksha kamaha, when he strives for moksha and gains jnanam, he becomes free, then there is no coming back. Unless jnanam is gained, mukti is not possible. The person will continue to revolve, continue to undergo the cycle of samsara. So, in this, the following mantra, Bhutikamaha, the status, the condition of Bhutikamaha is mentioned, and the Mokshakamaha also. Mokshakamaha also. So, Anvaya Vitireka, by Anvaya Vitireka, they are presented. Mokshakamaha, Bhutikamaha. If desires are there, then the person will be subject to samsara. Desires are not there, the person will be released. Yatra yatra kamaha tatra tatra bandhaha samsaraha. Yatra yatra icha asti. What icha? Moksha icha. Yasmin purushe moksha icha asti. Saha samsarat vimuktaha bhavati. Jivan muktaha bhavati. Videha muktaha bhavati. Maranat anantaram. So the contrast is presented here. The first line of the mantra, following mantra, presents Bhutikamaha. The second line, in contrast to that, Mokshakamaha. So Anvaya Vitireka. So what makes a difference is Icha. The Icha binds a person, makes him a samsari. Absence of Icha, Moksha Icha, not really Icha. Therefore, absence of Icha for Anatma Vishaya. Atma Vishaya, Atma Icha is not really Icha. Therefore, Atma Ichuhu, Anatma Ichuhu, Bandhaha Bhavati. Atma Ichuhu, Muktaha Bhavati. That is the Anvaya Vitireka, presented in this mantra. Let us read the Sangati now. Mumukshoho
Mumukshoho
Kamatyagaha eva pradhanam sadhanam iti.
Kamatyaga eva pradhanam sadhanam iti
Etad darshayati.
Yetad darshayati
Kamanyakhamayate manyamanaha.
Kamanyak kamayate manyamanaha
Sakamabhirjayate tatra tatra.
Sakamabhirjayate tatra tatra
Paryapta kamasya kritatmanastu.
Paryapta kamasya kritamanastu
Yahaiva sarve praviliyanti kavaha.
इहैव
इहैव
सर्वे
सर्वे
प्रविलीयन्ति
प्रविलीयन्ति
कामाः
कामाः
Darshayati. Etad darshayati. This is shown. What is shown? Sadhanam. What sadhanam? The sadhanam which is pradhanam. What is that pradhanam sadhanam? Kamatyagaha. Kamatyaga. That is, tyaga is sannyasa. What sannyasa? Here, renunciation of desires, not ashrama sannyasa. Who is the sannyasi? Really, a person who has given up the desires, the binding desires, has given up the desires, material desires, anatma vishaya. So, kamatyagaha, renunciation of desires. Mumukshoho, mumukshoho. Who will give up the desires? Only the mumukshu. Only this moksha ichuhu, muktum icha yasya asti. That mumukshuhu. Kamatyagaha. They only give up this, give up the desires. Therefore, that is the main sadhana. The main sadhanam for the people, for the person, mokshoho, main sadhanam for the person who is desirous of freedom is giving up the desires. The main sadhanam of the person who is desirous of moksha is this kamatyagaha, renunciation of desires. The renunciation, just like that, you cannot just say, I give up. One has to grow out of desires. Certain desires have to be fulfilled. Certain desires, one has to analyze, think, analyze, and then give up. Get convinced and then give up. Whether it is worthy of following, thinking, whether it will give what he aspires for. If doesn't, should be given up. Whether that result will be lasting, everlasting. If doesn't, then it is not worth pursuing. So therefore, giving up. So that giving up implies some viveka, not just like giving up. Viveka and Vairagya. Viveka and Vairagya. Therefore, mumukshoko kamatyagaha. The person has to outgrow the desires. Desires, they come without our deliberation. Desires come. Desire, in fact, is a privilege given to human beings. It comes. You don't ask for the desires. It comes. It arises either because of the samskara, pura samskara. Therefore, it is not purusha tantra. It is because of the samskara, pura janma. Because of the repeated actions, there is a taste developed. Repeated action, and the action produces results, and the results are enjoyed. Now the taste, rasa is there. Rasavadajam, as Bhagavan says in Gita, the rasa, the taste is there. The taste continues. That's what we call the vasana. That is we call vasana. What vasana? Purva janma vasana. The taste for the taste, the desire for certain things. So it is all gathered, it is all collected from the Purva Janma, samskaras, Purva Janma samskara. Therefore, without any deliberation on your side, desires will come. You don't desire everything, but there are desires. That desire arises with regard to certain things. Why? What is the reason? How do you explain this? This one, because of the Purva Janma. Therefore, it is Vasana Tantra, Samskara Tantra, Natu Purusha Tantra. Purusha Tantra also it is as new desires in this Janma. You see a thing and you start meditating on that. Dhyayato vishayan saha sankasteshu pajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha kamat todo vijayate. we have seen in second chapter. There is Vishaya Dhyanam, therefore desire arises. And the Sankalpa, then it becomes Kama, then you work for it, then Krodha, etc. Psychology of desires. Now, desires come, but all the desires cannot be fulfilled. The desires which are legitimate, therefore, it requires discrimination analysis, whether it is worth pursuing and whether it is proper, whether it is in keeping with dharma, it is righteous, legitimate. One has to do some viveka. If it is within dharma, then one can fulfill the desires and outgrow. One cannot continue to be the desirer. One has to outgrow from being a desirer, because the Bhutikama will continue to be the desirer. Whereas the Moksha Kamaha, he inquires about the very desirer himself. Who is this desirer? Does Atma desire? If Atma desires, then Atma must be Apurnaha. Therefore it desires. It lacks. It is limited. But Shastram says Atma is Purnaha. It is Nityaha, Shuddhaha, Mukta Swabhavaha. Atma, it is ever Purna. Never becomes incomplete. It's always Purna. Purnamadaha, Purnamidam. If that is so, then the Swarupa of the desirer being Atma, then how can there be the sense of incompleteness? The inquiry starts. The person is intelligent, and if the desires keeps on repeating, occurring, then he will do the analysis, and he will grow out from those desires. He will grow out from those desires. He will not be overwhelmed by those desires. If person is intelligent, if it's thinking person, if Viveka is there. That's why I said some simple desires can be fulfilled. But those desires which binds a person and are not really worthy to be followed, one has to apply Viveka and grow out of those desires. Either by fulfilling the desires which are not harmful, desires which are simple. Other desires which create some disturbance in the person, those desires should be well analyzed. The person should apply Viveka and be objective and grow out. Shastram suggests dosha darshanam, seeing the defects of the objects of desire. Seeing the defects, one should have the ability to penetrate through the objects of desire and see its defects. It doesn't give purnatvam, it is anitya, and it is dukkha mishritatvam asti. It's not always sukha. The same object of desire will become the object of dukkha also. So therefore, one has to analyze and grow out to be the mumukshu, the desirer of moksha. Once a person becomes mumukshu, and mumukshu also, manda mumukshu, manda madhyama tibra mumukshu, he has to become a tibra mumukshu. Then only jnanam is. Therefore, mumukshoho, what is pradhanam? Kamatyaga eva pradhanam sadhana. That is the main sadhana. Mumukshoho kamatyagaha. Kamatyaha is tyaga of the vishayas, the kama of the anatta vishayas. Kama meaning desires. Kama can be desire, or kama can be the person who desires. But here kamatyaha is kamyate iti kamaha. It is karmani vitpatti. Objects of desires. Tyaga, giving up. So kamatyaga is giving up the objects of desires. So anatma vishaya tyagaha. That is kama tyagaha, which implies icha for atma. Anatma vishaya tyaga. We should not throw the baby with the bathwater. Only anatma vishayas are given up, not atma vishaya. So anatma vishaya tyagaha, that is the pradhanam sadhanam, that is shown in this mantra. Therefore, what is the main qualification of being an adhikari? An adhikari should have the fourfold qualification: mumukshutvam, viveka, vairagya, samadhi, shatka sampattihi, then mumukshutvam, kavatyaga. That is pradhanam sadhanam. From all this mantra only, the sadhana chatushtaya sampatti is collected. Sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. Nowhere the Shruti that is mentioned, sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. From all this mantra, analyzing the mantra, they have taken out the qualities which are the prerequisite for a mumukshu, prerequisite for jnanam. Therefore, sadhana chatushtaya sampatti iti. Now, the mantra says, yaha kaman kamayate. Yaha kaman kamayate manyamanaha. Yaha manyamanaha kaman manyamanaha kamayate saha kamabhihi jayate tatra 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 kamabhihi jayate. Yaha kaman manyamanaha yaha kamayate saha tatra tatra kamabhihi jayate. Kamabhihi is chandasam. It should be kamaihi. It is chandasam. Kama is like Rama Shabda. So kamabhihi, like karnebihi, badram karnebihi, it is karnaihi. Similarly, kamabhihi, kamaihi. Kamabhihi is equal to kamaihi. And kamayate, kam dhatu, kamer ning pratyaya. So kam become kami, kame, kamaya, kamayate, atmanipadi. So it is kamer ning, sutra, kam dhatu. Kamayate, kamayete, kamayante. So yaha, the one, kamayate, desires what? Kaman. Kamyate iti kavaha, and kama is Rama Shabdavatat. Therefore, kaman is Dvitiya Vibhakti Bhagavacham. So the objects of desires. That object could be either objects of this world, or it could be the objects of the other world. Other world could be the object. Paraloka, Igaloka, and Paraloka, Sargaloka ityadi. Sargaloka itself could be the object of desire. And Sargaloka is object of desire not for the sake of Sargaloka. So in the Sargaloka, the objects are there, objects of desires are there, and you like to enjoy them. You will have a special upadhi. Therefore, or the objects of desire could be in this janma not able to enjoy the upadhi which is stronger, and which is beautiful. So next janma. So that is also a kama. So kama covers everything. Any kama, whether of this world or other world, or in the next janma, any kama. So therefore, manyamanaha is mandatu. Mandatu atmanipadi shanach. And we know mandatu, then mukkahama comes manyamanaha. This is shanach, present participle, for qualifying karta. Manyamanaha, thinking, the person who thinks about what? Kaman. Yaha manyamanaha, the one who thinks, who considers, who contemplates on the kama, the vishayas, manyamanaha, and kamayate, he desires. Kaman kamayate. He desires of thinking the objects of desires. He develops desire and he desires. Kamayate. Kamayate. Kaman kamayate. He desires. He desires what? He desires objects of desire. Why the objects are desire? Because he thinks the objects will fulfill him, will give him some satisfaction, some security, some happiness, not knowing that it cannot, not knowing that it cannot give. It cannot really give. The object is loved not for the sake of the object. An object is loved because the object has certain properties, certain gunas, therefore it is loved. Therefore it is loved. This also requires some viveka to understand. The person loves an object. Why he loves an object? Because the object has got some properties which the person likes. He has desire for the properties of the object. Minus those properties, then it is no more an object of desire. That also requires some viveka. But there are people who knows this and they desire also. They want the attributes of the object. That's why as long as they are pleasing, the attributes, the properties are there in the object, as long as they are pleased, they like the object, and after that they discard it. So therefore, manyamanaha, kaman manyamanaha, kamayate, saha, yaha saha, yatat samanda, saha kamabihi, jayate kamabihi, kamehi, along with the desires, tatra tatra, kutra kutra, that is in a place, tatra tatra, tasmin or teshu, as Bhashakara says, teshu vishayeshu, you will be born in a place, you will be born in an environment where the objects of desire will be available, and he also will be provided with the necessary upadhi to pursue the objects of desire. Meaning, he will continue to hunt the object of desires. There will be continuous search, continuous hunt for the objects of desire. It means he will be born again. Next janma again, punarjanma. Next janma he will be born and he will continue to pursue the objects of desire. The object of desire, because he has desires. Therefore, he will be in a place. He will be born in a loka where the objects of desires are there. And he also will be given the upadhi to pursue. Therefore, again, he goes after the objects of desire. It becomes artharthi or kamarthi, bhutikamaha only. The person has desire for eating. The person is gluttonous. Then that desire cannot be fulfilled through a human sharira. We call such person to be a piggish. He's piggish at dining table. Means he devours a lot of food. We say gormandizing. Like a pig, he devours food. So that the like for food, desire for food is so strongly in a person that desire cannot be fulfilled through a human sharira. It requires a different upadhi. It requires varaha upadhi. So he will be born. He will take that janma. He will be born in that particular womb. So therefore, the desires matters. Whatever the desires are there, in keeping with the desire, he will be given a upadhi, or he will be born in a place where those desires, objects of desires are available. Therefore, it is a continuous thing. This is the lot of the ajnani jivas. Punarapi varanam, punarapi janam, punarapi janani, jatare shayanam, samsare. So it goes on. Samsare, samyak tarati. In contrast to that, paryapta kamasya Paryapta kamaha kritatmanaha. Paryaptaha. Paryaptam apta. Aptaha kamaha yasya saha. Referring to the person who is aptaha. Paritaha. Completely, totally, savantat. The one who has gained all the objects of desires. How is it possible? How can a person can gain all the objects of desires? It is impossible. Even for Brahmaji, it is not possible. So that is possible. Objects, all the objects of desires he has attained. That is possible only when he has gained the knowledge of Atma. He must be a jnani. The Atma Jnanam only, through Atma Jnanam only, all the desires are fulfilled. All the desires are as though gained. The desire for object is there because of ajnana. Not knowing that the objects of desire cannot fulfill. It is the objects are desire for this, for not for the sake of the object. It is for the sake of to be free from this, the notion of limitation. Now, this Paryapta Kamaha, he has discovered Atma. He has discovered Atma to be Brahma, which is total Purnam, which doesn't lack anything. So gaining which, no more desires are left out. All the desires are contained in the knowledge of Atma. The reality of all the objects of desire being Atma, he has gained that knowledge, and therefore there is nothing else to be accomplished. That is what Bhagavan Krishna also says in the Gita, Trishalokeshu, in all the three worlds, there is nothing to be gained by me. All the three lokas, me partha asti kartavyam, Trishalokeshu, kinchana nasti, anavaptavam, avaptavyam na, anavaptam, avaptavyam, varta eva cha karmani, he says. Therefore, there is nothing to be gained because Aham Atma Brahma, this Jagat Karanam Brahma, which is total, which is complete, doesn't lack anything. Therefore, discovering that, what else to be gained? Every object is desired, and the truth of that object is Atma. Therefore, knowing that there is nothing else to be gained, to be attained, nothing, no other desires left out. So, therefore, Paryapta Kamaha, the Bhuti Kamaha becomes Paryapta Kamaha when he understands this fact. When he becomes Paryapta Kamaha, there is Moksha Kamaha. He becomes Moksha Kamaha. Therefore, when one discovers that what he really desires in and through all the objects of the desires, whether it is Artha Kama, whatever it is, if a person discovers it to be oneself, then it's as good as all the objects of desires are attained, gained. That person is a Paryapta Kamaha. So therefore, Paryapta Kamaha is one who has attained all the objects of desire, imaginable or unimaginable objects. Because the object is not different from himself. The Swarupa of that object is Atma. Therefore, it is myself. This Jagat is myself. The entire Jagat, not only this universe, not only this world, the entire Jagat universe. Universe is everything, all. There are so many universes, everything included is myself. And that is so, what desires would be left out in that person? Nothing. Agameva sarvam idam iti. I am alone in the form of the entire prapancha, the Jagat. Therefore, where is the desire? What desires remains unfulfilled? What is to be attained? What should be gained by me to make myself complete? Therefore, Paryapta Kamaha and Kritatmanaha. Krita Atmanaha. Kritatmanaha. Kritam, here Atma we can take it. This can be interpreted in two ways. Atma can mean Antakaranam. So Kritam Antakaranam Yasya Saha. That is Antakaranam, the Atma. Antakaranam, which is referred to by the word Atma in the compound, Kritatmanaha. The one whose Antakaranam is refined. The one whose Antakaranam is, it doesn't have any pressure to go after desires. The Antakaranam, the mind, now it is, which was Apurnaha, which was suffering from the sense of Apurna, now it is Purna. That is Kritam. Paramatmena Kritaha Jivatma Yasya Saha. That is Kritaha. The Jivatma, now he discovers himself to be Paramatma. That is a Kritam. Kritam, converted, not converted means in terms of understanding. In fact, this is the conversion, real conversion. Jivatma to Paramatma. The Jivatma undergoes conversion to Paramatma. So, Paramatmena, Kritaha, Kaha Jivatma, Yasya Saha, the one, that Jivatma which has discovered himself to be Paramatma, not different from this Jagat, that person is Kritatmanaha. So we can take either of this meaning. Atma to be Antakaranam, or the Antakaranam which is complete, which is Purnaha. So Kritam Atma, Samskritaha Atma, Antakaranam also we can say that. Antakaranam which is Samskrita. Previously it was Prakrita. It is Bhutikama. The person is Bhutikamaha. Therefore, the Antakaranam was restless. Now the Antakaranam is Samskritaha. It is refined. It is Shantaha. It is Purnaha. So Antakaranam is made Purnaha. Antakaranam made Purnaha. It is Antakaranam of being Upadi. It cannot be made Purna. It is Purna means the Antakaranam is no more, the mind no more troubles a person, urging the person to go after the objects of desire, because the person has discovered the true nature of himself. Therefore, he is complete now. He understands himself to be Purnaha. That is Kritatmanaha. So Paryapta Kamasya Kritatmanaha. Shashti Bhakti. Paryapta Kamasya Kritatmanaha. That Paryapta Kamasya, for the person who has attained Purnatvam, Paryapta Kamaha, is Kritatmanaha. For the one who has discovered the nature of himself, the true nature of oneself, for that person, Igaiva Sarve Previlianti, here itself. There is no postmortem, there is no after death, here itself. Having gained knowledge, the knowledge being Aham Brahma Iti, that Purnatvam, he discovered his Purnatvam, he discovered his Swarupa to be Purnaha, complete. Therefore, is Brahmajnaha, Brahmajanati. So therefore is a Jnani, understood the truth of himself, not different from the truth of the Swarupa of Ishvara, who alone manifests in the form of this Jagat. Therefore, that person, Iha Eva, is liberated, Iha Eva, Sarve Kamaha Prevalient. That's why Muktaha Bhavati, liberated. Iha Eva, here itself, in this life itself. Iha can be taken here, in this life itself. In this Asmin Janmani Eva, Sarve Kamaha Prevalyanti, all the desires. Because the desires are the cause for Punarjanma, all the desires resolve in the person. Sarve Kamaha Prevalyanti, Prevalyante should be Prevalyante, Chandasam, Prevalyanti, Parsmipadi. Prevalyanti. Sarve Kamaha Prevalyanti, all the desires resolve. It means a person is now without any desire. Akamaha Bhavati. Shotriyasya chakamagattasya. Shotriyasya chakamagattasya. He becomes akamaha. Previously kamaha. Now he is no more kamaha. He is akamaha. Akamaha, no more kama. As in the Taittiriya Upanishad, the Brahmananda Mimamsa, it says the person who is young person, young energetic person, having strength, and he has the buddhi which is very short, and who has the entire world as is his wealth, his property. The entire world belongs to him. So how much would be the ananda that person? How much would be the ananda person experiencing? Entire world, Jagat, the wealth of the entire world belongs to that person. And he enjoys a beautiful shariram, which is young, energetic, and buddhi also. The person is very pleasant, attractive person, is ambitious, noble person. If that ananda experienced by that person can be counted as one unit of ananda. Ekaha manusha anandaha. Multiply that by 100. That is manushya gandharva anandaha. That the Shruti says, Sayeko manusha anandaha. Te yeshatam manusha anandaha. Sayeko manushya gandharva namanandaha. Shrotriyasya chaka magatasya. Every time the Shruti says, Shrotriyasya chaka magatasya. That is, the comparison of the unit of joy at different levels. One unit of human joy, that joy, that ananda, when it is multiplied by 100, that becomes a unit of joy of the Manushya Gandharva. And that one unit of Manushya Gandharva multiplied by 100. Or in other words, the Manushya Ananda is that is multiplied by 1000. That would be the Ananda experienced by Deva Gandharva. Multiply by 100. That will be the Ananda experienced by the Pitralokaram, Chiralokamanandaha, by the Pitru forefathers in the Pitraloka. Multiply by 100. That will be the Ananda experienced by Ajanajanam Devanam Devas who are born in heaven. Multiply that by 100. That becomes Ajana. That becomes the Karma Devanam. Ajana Devanam Anandaha. Multiply by 100. That will be the Ananda experienced by the Karma Deva. Multiply that by 100. That will be the Ananda experienced by Sayeko Deva Ramanandaha. Again multiply by 100. That will be the Ananda experienced by Brihaspati. Multiply that by 100. That will be the Ananda of Indra. Indra's Ananda multiply by 100. That will be Brihaspati. Brihaspati Ananda multiply by 100. That will be Prajapati. Prajapati Ananda multiply by 100. That will be the Ananda of Sayeko Brahmana Anandaha. Now, when this comparison is made, every time when the comparison, when it is said, te ye shatam, there the Shruti adds one line. Shrotriyasya chaka magatasya, Shrotriyasya chaka magatasya. Again, that sentence repeats. Shrotriyasya cha akamahataha. Akamaha. That ananda, whatever may be the ananda, Manushya Ananda or Manushya Gandharva Ananda, Deva Gandharva Ananda, or Ajana Janam Devanam Ananda, Karma Deva Ananda, whatever may be Ananda. Even Indra Ananda, Brihaspati Ananda, Prajapati Ananda. That Ananda, the Akamaha, the person who is free from desires, he enjoys. Akamaha implies Jnanam, the Jnani. That person who doesn't have anything, no possessions, just lives under a tree, wearing rags, and doesn't have even Bhiksha Patram. His hands are the Bhiksha, is the vessels, Bhiksha Patram. That Ananda, that person enjoys. All the Anandas, which are compared, the units of joy which are compared, are different of different lokas. Anandas which are experienceable in different lokas. All these ananda are nothing compared to the ananda which a person who is sitting under a tree, who wears only rags, is in rags, he's got a bare body, and his hands are the vriksha patram, and food also it doesn't know from where the next food will come. That ananda, what that person enjoys, that ananda is incomparable. There is no ananda equivalent to that ananda. Akamaha, that is akamaha. Sarve kamaha praviliyanti. All the kamas merge into that person. That Manushyananda, Devagandharvananda, all the ananda. If ananda which are experienced, the ananda which are experienced in other loka, which become the objects of desire for bhuti kamaha, all those ananda, the objects of desires, sarve ihaiva priviliyanti, here itself dissolves into this person who is paryapta kamaha, who is kritatmanaha, kritakrityaha iti. Bhashyam we will see in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. धन्यवादः.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.